Big thank you guys for 200 subscribers. We're growing, so please like and subscribe. I'm very excited, guys, to show you the newest from Anker Soundcore, the Life A1 true wireless earbuds. Let's get right into the unboxing. Right off the bat, these earbuds are very similar to the original Life.2s. These are basically a successor to them. You can quickly look at the stats, what comes in the box. We got the earbuds, a smaller case, less hours, all your tips, your ear wings, and your USB-C cables. And just to quickly see what comes in on the inside, very, very similar to the Life.2s. We got our charging case, all our information. And as you'll see, everything that you need to get the perfect fit. And that's just something that makes these headphones stand out from all the other wireless earbuds. And it's those ear wings. They really create a secure fit in your ear, plus the actual little ear tips that will fit any ear. Just a zoomed in picture here of the case. It's actually a lot lighter, a lot smaller than the Life.2s, but same magnetic ability for the earbuds to snap right in during charging. And we also, again, have our typical USB-C, which is nice to see in all of our electronics. So easy for charging there. The case itself, way lighter, way smaller than the original Life.2s because you're only packing around 32 to 35 hours. You see that there's a light indicator on the front as well, which is nice to figure out the overall charge. You'll see what the lights mean on the instruction document. They call out left and right. There are buttons on the earbuds themselves. These feel almost identical to the Life.2 earbuds. You also see how they snap right in, and there are lights that flicker when it's saying that it's trying to pair. Picking these up, they look and feel exactly the same as the Life.2s. Only noticeable difference is that gap in the little ear wing. Same locations for charging. There are buttons on the sides. And again, you'll see what those buttons do exactly when you look at the instruction manual. There's no noise canceling in these, especially at a $50 to $60 price point, but the fit is just as good. But again, you see the flex, and you can look at these whenever and pause when you need to just to see the instruction manual. It's great so that you can see every single possible option and setting that can be had on here, especially the controls. Definitely pause on those. EQ settings are cool. There's multiple buttons you can press to set specific EQ settings, and there's only 3 of them. So let's quickly get into what the differences are between the Life.2s and the Life A1s, because this will kind of help you to guide which one you should really be buying. What's your use case? Very quickly, just between the differences on a little comparison chart I made here. The Life.2s on the left, Life A1s on the right, so newer on the right, and green meaning better, right? So the differences between them, red meaning worse. So price, Life.2s are $10 cheaper at the time. I think they're even cheaper now, probably around 40-ish, $45. But $10 cheaper, not a big difference there. The playtime per charge, so you charge it up to full power, put them in your ears, you can get about 8 to 9 hours. Not a huge difference, but the Life A1s get an extra hour there. The biggest difference between these headphones is total playtime with the case. Here, you're getting a much lighter case, less hours overall, but you're still getting 35 hours, which is fine. If you're doing more fitness, purely fitness, maybe you want to go with the Life.2 so you never have to worry about them and charge them all the time. But there's no issue with the timing, and that's not the main incentive for you to go with the Life A1s. But what is, they both have Bluetooth, no difference there. Water resistance IPX7. So that's a huge upgrade. Anytime you can make the ability for water to get in more difficult, protect them from exercise or getting wet, I think that's always a huge benefit. So that's definitely up one on the Life A1. Fast charging, same amount, 10 minutes of your case, you'll get 90 minutes of playback. USB-C, which is fine. The drivers are fine. Another huge reason I would go with the Life A1s is that there are EQ settings. You can triple tap the earbud, and you can pick, it will auto rotate between those 3: signature, bass, and podcast. And obviously you can tell one might be more for music, one might be more for hip hop, R&B, where you're having more bass tones, and then podcast more of the mids to highs for vocals. But you do notice a difference, and it does sound better with these EQ settings. Wireless charging, another big upgrade. Nice to use. Fitment The air wings versus solid versus a solid piece versus air wings with a gap. No real difference. The fitment's great because it fits so well. You can wear them and it almost has a natural sense of noise canceling, but there's nothing proprietary for noise canceling there. People have asked me on the Life 2s if you can use this for cycling, for running, but without feeling like you can't hear your outside. And yes, there are ways to use those air wings to fit them in your ears without completely sealing off all outside noise. So you can have them partially sitting in your ear, but still be solid. Can you use one for calls and only have one in at a time? Yes, no issue there. That's the same. Will these instant pair to your device when you open and take the earbuds out and put them in your ears? Yes, they both have them, and they both have mics for calls. The next section, I'll actually do some quick calls on Zoom and Microsoft Teams just so you can hear the audio quality and to see that these are actually a great option for cheaper budget earbuds to use for your daily work environment for any of your calls, Zoom, personal, for corporate.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, hey, Mike, how you doing? Yeah, so just calling here on a Zoom call using the Life A1s. Currently connected on Bluetooth to a MacBook Pro M1. So you can see on the left here, it's the MacBook Pro, and then here on the right, you have my webcam. So clearly you can use these for your phone calls, your Microsoft Teams, your Zoom, and you'll get just as good enough quality, and you got the long battery life. And so there's no other issues. You can use that for your work-related discussions.
And finally, guys, very customary to every one of my reviews, I'm going to have a quick overview of all the main features, a ranking, and my final recommendation. So for Anker Life A1 earbuds, the electrical engineer's overall score here is going to be a 4.08 out of 5. Very, very good score for what these are. Again, price is a huge option or a huge selling point. $60. The link's in the description. Go get them. Audio quality, it's a step up from the Life 2s. Build quality, just as good as the Life 2s. Fitment's just as good. Traveling, you're going to lose a little bit in battery life, but 9 hours per charge, it's already fine. You can wirelessly charge it if you have to. Gaming, you're going to get latency if you're using them for intense gaming. I don't see anyone buying these for gaming, so I wouldn't really worry about that. If you're playing games on your phone, no big issue. Fitness, these are just as light, comfortable, usable as any other device. I would highly recommend it, and you got all the controls right on the earbud. Call quality, definitely a slight step up from the previous versions. You can definitely use these for your Zoom meetings, for your WebEx. Just don't expect to sound like you're using a professional recording microphone, but the quality is fine. I wouldn't worry about that. Battery, obviously lower score because you're almost triple in a decrement in terms of overall battery life, but still perfectly fine. IPX7, that's huge. It's a great upgrade. All electronic devices like these should be at least IPX7. Huge, it's great. The EQ settings are also great. They're not customizable, but you do have the option to pick 3 separate ones. There is a noticeable difference when you listen. Cool factor, I think it's great that they can take the same device that already works well and add more premium features to it. Value, definitely a great pair for many premium features and a lower entry point. No noise canceling, not a big deal. They fit really well, and there's no app support. I would like to see app support for all of anybody's headphones at this point, just to do custom EQ or any other stuff that people want. So what is the electrical engineer's recommendation? I'd say that it's great audio quality with a great fitment. They're basically these Life 2s, but just slightly enhanced with some better features, slightly less battery, but these are, again, a great budget option for work and for play. So I'm going to say they're a worthy successor. I think you guys should get them. And that's the end of this video. If you want to hear more, please like and subscribe and comment below if you've had the Life 2s or if you're interested in getting the Life A1s or keeping the Life 2s and any other products that you think I should be reviewing in the future. So see you next time.